is X the Everything app. We're just going to scroll around on here. We're going to have some fun. Maybe I'll, meme on some people. Maybe I'll dunk on some people. Who knows? Let's see here. What are these notifications? I'll have to look at those later. I'm very bad. This probably annoys people to some extent. I'm very bad at like going through notifications. In general, I find all notifications to just be annoying. If I want to, I will go look at stuff. I don't like, if I don't care, then I don't need a notification for it. So yeah. But anyway, Breaking Points hits 2 million subscribers. That is a congrats moment. That's a lot. Good for them. I'm following them. I sometimes see that guy. Good politic guy. I'll follow him as well. Nice job, people. Okay. What is this? Shannon Watts. Hassan Piker says he'll vote for a third-party candidate if the Democratic nominee is Gavin Newsom. Remember that Piker is not a Democrat, but a millionaire who makes money by fomenting political discord. Why is this showing up to me? We'll respond. Okay, sure. Why not? I need to start getting more in the trenches, I think. I need to get into the, into the neo-Nazi trenches if I want to, be a good lefty, fighting back on the internet, woke internet warrior and all that sort of stuff. So let's see. Hassan Piker says he'll vote for a third-party candidate if the Democratic nominee is Gavin Newsom. Remember that Piker is not a Democrat, but a millionaire. Okay. So we'll say, if Gavin Newsom is the candidate, me and all the leftists you need to win will all collectively self-sue, and then you guys can continue to lose for the can continue your fascist collaboration in peace. You're welcome. How's that, people? I'm framing it as a I'm framing it as like, here, this will, like, if you do this, yeah, everything will be fine. Everything will be fine. If Gavin Newsom is the candidate, me and all the leftists you need to win will all collectively self-sue, and then you guys can continue your fascist collaboration in peace. You're welcome. I'll just say your march to fascism and peace. You're welcome. There. That seems good enough. If Gavin Newsom is the candidate, me and all the leftists you need to win will all collectively self-sue, and then you guys can continue your march to fascism in peace. You're welcome. There you go. That's a little, yeah, we're just having a little fun on here. Let's see. So this is, for the first time in history under Trump's rule, the Iranian Revolutionary Guards announced the downing of an American F-15 jet on Kem Island. Let's see it. Is this actually it? Oh, it's chasing. Yeah. Got it.
Target hit. Target destroyed.
Yeah, if that's a real video or whatever of that, that's, they got him. They got him. I don't know if that one guy, if he's still, on Iranian territory or whatever, but this is what I always say, though, is if it were up to me, none of these people would be over here doing this, right? Like, they wouldn't be flying up in the air over Iranian airspace. If it was up to me, they would all be at home. They would all be hanging out with their families. So this is not my fault that this is happening. And you cannot blame me if I laugh at it. Like, if I laugh at our military, our military failing in the face of, like, Iran's duct tape and bubblegum air defenses, you know? Like, I'm gonna laugh at it. I'm sorry, people. I'm sorry. But like I said, it's not my fault. I wouldn't have put them over there. You're the ones who put them over there, okay? Okay. Hassan has campaigned for and promoted over 20 different Democrats since the beginning of 2026. You, on the other hand, said you'd vote for Jeffrey Epstein if he ran as a Democrat because you hold no principles. I think that was Destiny who said that, right? Replying to @Hutchinson. Is that Destiny? I don't know Destiny's tag. This is why there's a lot of worry from some in the party. They don't want me working to primary bad Democrats and replace them with 1,000 Zoran-style left-flank candidates. Yeah, they are. They're scared. They're scared of having 1,000 Zorans. Zoran was like the moment, right, where they're like, oh God, this, like, people really like this guy, and he's like, and this like messaging that he has like goes across like typical party lines, and there's plenty of like, you know, Republicans or working class people who consider themselves right winger who are voting for him and stuff. They're just scared of having that happen all across the country. Lucky for them, though, Zoran is like uniquely charismatic. All of these other people are like okay, like they're good. They have good policies and stuff, which is the most important part of winning. But a lot of them aren't as good of messengers as Zoran is. Zoran is unique in that regard. Some more missiles. Ooh. That's a lot of hits. Is this actually Tel Aviv? Oh my gosh. Dude, did you see that? That was like a 90% hit rate on all of those. I'm assuming these are those like cluster munitions or whatever. But yeah, like there were so many impacts. That's crazy. That's crazy. I already saw that. What we got here? Caroline Kwan. Variety. Hackstar Hannah Einbinder blasts AI creators as losers and says you want to put their head in the toilet and flush. That's true. That's true. I do as well. The people who make this stuff are losers. They're not artists. They're not creative. And they've wanted their whole lives to be special, and they're not special. So they're trying to rob real creative people of our gifts, and you can. And even if you try, you will never be cool. You guys suck. No one likes you. Anyone who's near you is because they crave power and access over any ethical standard. You are a loser. You will never be cool, and you probably had a rolly backpack in high school. I want to put your head in the toilet and flush. That is incredible. I feel that way all the fucking time. I will like that. That is great. That is great. Because like, yeah, they are losers. The people who think that typing a like 5-word sentence into an AI is a substitute for real creativity, they are like, I don't know, they're just dorks. Like, they learn how to be creative. Like, anybody can be creative. Think about something you want to express, like something that you feel and you want to express, and then go find a medium to express it. Like, you just have to put in the effort, man. And that's what they don't want to do. They don't want to put in the effort. Okay. Let's see. Tel Aviv. Oh, there's another one getting through. I can't listen to that, unfortunately. And those are the clusters. Ooh, that's a big boy. Oof. I mean, Israel's getting rocked like even more. Oh yeah. And in case everybody forgets, because sometimes you'll see this and you'll be like, but there's civilians there, like, or like it could, like, even if they're going after military targets, there could be some civilians that got hit. So maybe we shouldn't be enjoying this or whatever. This is what the average Israeli thinks about Palestinians and thinks about Muslims, okay? They're doing blackface for it. They're doing this shit. You see that? Did you see that real quick? These are the people. This is the people. This is the people that are getting hit. These are the civilians, okay? So I'm just saying, I'm not telling you not to feel bad for them. I'm just giving you the information. You can make your own decisions if you want to actually feel bad for them or not. Okay? I'm not your dad. As much as you want me to be. As much as you want as much as you want me to be your dad, I'm not your dad, people, okay? Retweet if you miss having a president with empathy. Okay. Nina Turner said, did he empathize with the Palestinians? Dude, that is a wild thing to say. No, I don't want to. I want to reply to this one. If you miss having a president with empathy. He may not have had, oh, sorry, let me scroll down so you can see it. He may not have had empathy, but at least he was, what should I say? At least he was, no, okay. That one's not a good one. I'm trying to think of a way to be like, but at least he was almost dead. Whatever, you know, like, but at least he was basically dead his entire presidency. No, I can't think of a good way to phrase it though. Yeah. Whatever. Here, I got one. I got one. Okay. I miss having a president with ass cancer. How about that, people? Because that way I'm making fun of Biden for having ass cancer because he deserves it because he's a genocidal maniac. But I'm also saying that I wish Trump also had ass cancer. Is that good? Is that good enough, people? Okay, sure. I think it's good enough. I think it's good enough. Man, I'm gonna start doing this more. I like going a little ham on the Twitter, you know. Just for the funsies, for the content, people. I don't even do this in my free time. Oh no. Is this is the Bulwark guy, right? Oh no, he also has a fetish, it looks like, people. Just kidding. Just kidding. I think he's making fun of it. What is this? Yeah, this is what I saw earlier. What is PCF labeled none? Does anybody know what this thing is? Like why that's showing up on all these posts? I don't know what that is. What is this? Oh. Authenticity? I don't know what that means. Oh, we got a new Lego movie. A new Lego movie is released from Iran. Let's see. They always put music in it though.
This one's specially for you. You punk ass rapist bitch. Straight from Iran.
Oh, well maybe this is non-copyrighted. I don't know. I have a hard time telling sometimes.
On your arm, think you a crusader? Nah, just a drunk infidel in the face.
Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and assume that this is non-copyrightable, but we'll see.
This one's specially for you. You punk ass rapist bitch.
I'm still too scared to do it. Sorry, people. I don't like getting copyright strikes. Okay, well, maybe another time. Ah, that's so evil, dude. What? Man. This is so apparently this is JD Vance. He's training to go to the Strait of Hormuz. He's gonna open it up himself. So here he goes. Whoa. Is this real? Is this a real dude like jumping up and shit? That seems very dangerous. Or is this AI? That's AI, right? That just seems so dangerous. Yeah, that's AI. Okay, sorry, that confused me for a second. God, AI, it really ruins everything. Because I can never tell what's real or not anymore. Okay, let's see. Too loud, people, too loud.
You know what? I am not president of the United States. You want to go to the White House and talk to him? Then go on and do that.
This is Kamala, what? I wouldn't say like thirst trap, but like, you know, Kamala, man, I miss you, girl trap, you know? But yeah, I mean, Kamala sucks too, so let's not get twisted. You know, MAGA is cooked when Sneeko is posting Kamala at it's true. Yeah, I mean, this is from Anonymous. If this is terrorism, what the fuck is this? This is hyper mega terrorism. It digivolved. This terrorism digivolved into this terrorism. But I've already said before, the term terrorist is just a, like, in my view, a racist weaponized word to say our violence good, your violence bad. Like, that's basically the whole reason that the term terrorism exists. And I see it as no different fundamentally than how people used to use the term savage. Like, they would say, like, the savages when they were talking about the indigenous people of America. And it was just a way to delegitimize their violence. It was saying our violence is fine and nice and sophisticated and white, but their violence is brown and yucky and savage, right? I see terrorism as like the same exact thing. Or the term terrorist is the same. What is this?
Media has released images that appear to show debris of a downed US fighter jet, saying the fate of the pilot is unknown. Well, Matthew Chance is in Doha, covering off some of this latest. Matthew, let's start with what we know about this downed jet in Iran. State media certainly saying it's a US F-35. We've seen the images that they've posted. What do we make of those?
What do we make of them?
Well, I mean, look, it's a confused picture at the moment. I mean, yes, you're right. State media is touting this idea. They've shot down a very advanced US fighter jet, an F-35. But what a lot of the military experts are talking about right now is that the parts of the wreckage of the plane that have been shown look more like an F-15, still an American plane. The face of the pilot not clear.
I thought it was an F-15. I'm confused.
15, still an American plane. The face of the pilot not clear. What we know at the moment is that the Americans and CENTCOM are the people that have been speaking about this, the Central Command. They've said so far that all of their planes are accounted for, and that, you know, the Iranian military authorities often make claims like this. And so, you know, details are, say, very sketchy at the moment, but you know, those images are very compelling, and we're hopefully going to get a bit more.
Well, it has been confirmed now, but posting this hours into a search and rescue mission is funny. Yeah, like they were already, I thought it was already confirmed like a while ago. It was confirmed by the time I started my stream. Okay, what's this? This is Ochi Dyke. And it says, Jesus has risen. Atheists, don't laugh, please. I consider myself agnostic. It's really a distinction without that much of a difference, to be honest. But I'm not anti-theist in any way. But I am a secular. I am Pope of the secular. So I will, you know what? As Pope of the seculars, I'll laugh if I fucking want to. And I give all of my other secular brothers and sisters out there and MBsters that they are allowed to laugh as well. So don't listen to this person. We can laugh. Okay, so we'll see. We'll see. Okay, right off the bat, is that the same face from? Does anybody remember the botched restoration of that painting? Botched Jesus restoration. Come on. How do I just open up the image? Open image in new tab. There we go. Okay. This is what do you guys remember this? Like, oops, there we go. This right here. Is that not the same face that we're seeing over here? And maybe it's not that bad. This is pretty far, this is pretty zoomed out, so it might not be that bad, but let's go ahead and see what else happens. Whoa. Wait a second, people. I don't think that's how it happened. I thought that the whole point of the stone moving out of the way is that he like walked out. I don't think he flew out. Like, I don't think he went full Neo and like the Matrix or whatever and just like looked up into camera and like flew out like Superman. I'm pretty sure that that's not how it happened, but who knows? Who knows? Maybe it did. Maybe these guys have a different idea of how this happened. Okay. They're like, okay. Well, I didn't laugh a ton. I did laugh a little bit. But I think that was me. I think that was all me. That was all, I made myself laugh, which is, like I always say, my favorite kind of laughter, the kind that I make myself do. Let's see what we got here. Oh yeah, this was a funny quote. Just saying the quiet part out loud, right?
Because the United States can't take care of daycare. That has to be up to a state.
It has to.
We can't take care of daycare. We're a big country. We have 50 states. We have all these other people. We're fighting wars. We can't take care of daycare. You got to let a state take care of daycare, and they should pay for it, too. They should pay. They have to raise their taxes, but they should pay for it. And we could lower our taxes a little bit to them to make up, but it's not possible for us to take care of daycare. Medicaid, Medicare, all these individual things, they can do it on a state basis. You can't do it on a federal. We have to take care of one thing, military protection.
Just a little thing to, oh no, what's happening? Okay, there we go. I don't know what happened there. Just for people who are unaware, where did my OBS go? Okay, cool. I was worried for a second that I messed something up. Just so people are unaware, Trump seeks $1.5 trillion defense budget, proposes cuts to programs at home. 1.5 trillion, people. Since I've been following the defense budget, it's always been above 1 trillion, and it goes up every year, no matter what. And for those unaware, this money does not go to defense. It doesn't go to producing more airships. It doesn't go to producing missile interceptors. Like, some of it does, for sure. Like, maybe like 20% of it goes to those things, like the actual productive capabilities of America to build out all of our weapons that we use on brown people abroad, right? Like, I'd say 20% of that budget goes to that. The other 80% is skimmed off the top by contractors and private equity. So it's just stolen. It's just stolen from our tax dollars. And, you know, bureaucracy, like unnecessary bureaucracy between corporations and contracts and all that sort of stuff. If you want to see how small a defense budget needs to be to get like incredibly more bang for your buck, look at China. Well, let's Google real quick. Let's Google China defense budget. Okay. For those unaware, China's defense budget is approximately $277 billion. Now, I'm going to ask you a quick question. How many ships can America build per year with its 1.5 trillion? And you don't even have to listen to me. I'll just Google it. How many ships does America build per year? The United States builds a very low number of large commercial ships, often only around 5 per year. Not commercial. How many Navy ships? Okay. Well, the thing that I always hear is they requested like 40, I think, like 10 years ago, and I think they got one. It's something along those lines. Yeah, they're requesting 17. I'm sure they're not going to get that. America shipbuilding, Navy shipbuilding rate. Sorry, I'm trying to find something so you guys don't just have to trust me. Consistently over budget. Okay, let's see here. Well, anyway, guys, there's a lot of resources out there. You can go look it up yourself. But what I heard was like they wanted the number that I always heard was that they wanted to build like I think it was like 10 ships over like a 5-year period or something. And they were able to produce one. Like so and then let's go look up how many naval ships did China build last year? China added 30 ships to its navy in the past year. Okay, China added 30 ships to its navy. America added, we'll say, I'll give them some credit. I'll just say they added 2. Let's just say they added 2. I think that's high. That's a high estimate, but let's say it's 2. Then America spent 1.5 trillion. And China is spending 277 billion. So I'm just saying, the only way to get like an efficiency like this is to be a state capitalist country, especially when it comes to like the Navy and like the Army and stuff, where the every corporation is completely owned and operated by the government. That's literally the only way that you're going to get to this sort of efficiency, because the private capitalist system is the most inefficient way of building, like of manufacturing stuff that has ever existed. It is literally the least efficient system that has ever existed. And so this is what you're going to see all the time is $1.5 trillion for like 1/10 of the productive capabilities of China. So there's a little fun fact for you people. Sorry it took so long. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, that was a pretty good roast. I don't need this thing over. How do I dismiss? Can I dismiss this? I don't know how to dismiss it. I don't know. Okay. I'm just going to watch this and then I'll go back up to the top so it stops showing me that. The Confederate flag represents my history. Let's see. Oh. Oh.
Down south in the land of traitors.
History of taking a fat fucking L. Am I right, people? That's a pretty good one. That's funny. Let's go ahead and keep it going.
Snakes and alligators run away, come away.
Oh yeah, that was a pretty good one. I liked that one. Just memeing on him. Congressional Dems number. Oh, I wanted to watch this actually. Okay. Let's watch this video, and then after that, I'll try and find a funny one, and then I'll be out of here. Congressional Dems numbers with Dems are atrociously awful, even worse among all voters. Most Dems, 55%, think their party has the wrong priorities.
No, not at all, at least when it comes to you isolate Democrats. I mean, these numbers are just atrociously awful. A double A for the Democrats here. I mean, just take a look here. Congressional Dems have the right priorities. Look at this. Overall, 74%, nearly 3 in 4 say no. Just 25% overall say yes. You might say, okay, well, at least Dems like Democrats. Not the case. Look at this. The majority of Democrats are independents who lean Democrats. Look at this. 55% say no, congressional Democrats do not have the right priorities. And then you just see a minority, 45% of Democrats say that congressional Democrats have the right priorities. This to me just jumps out at the screen because it screams primary challenges all over the map. And it says that even if Democrats don't like Donald Trump, they don't like their own party either when it comes to Congress. And overall, I mean, my goodness gracious.
Yeah, and this is where the problem is going to happen for the Democrats, is that they want to win by not doing anything. That's what congressional Democratic leadership wants. They do not want to stand for anything. They do not want to stand for a broad populist agenda. They just want to win by doing nothing, so that they can maintain like centrist neoliberalism. Even as it's proven to have been like a historic failure for the working class, right? So they want to do that. The problem is, like, that might work for one presidency, but going back to business as usual is not going to stop the rise of fascism. It isn't. We saw this with Biden. Biden's whole premise of getting elected was, we're going to go back to business as usual politics. And that's basically what he did. But guess what happened after that? It led to Trump too, an even more fascist regime. Now, guess what's going to happen if, the Democrat-anointed Gavin Newsom goes into the presidency and does not materially fix the underlying conditions, like the underlying material conditions of the working class in America? That's right. You get Trump 3. And it's not going to be like Trump, probably, because he might be dead by then or whatever. But it's going to be somebody, and it's going to be worse than Trump 2. Okay? That's how it's going to go. So, and it's going to keep doing that until they finally address the actual economic problems that are plaguing the working class of America. I wish that they could just learn this lesson a lot sooner, so we don't have to go through, the 3 iterations of fascism, or even more if they keep doing it after that.
So this is sort of like Democrat on Democrat crime here. What's overall approval among Democrats of their leaders?
Yeah, okay. So, you speak about Democrat on Democrat crime, and I want to know how unusual what we're seeing right now about how Democrats feel about Democrats in Congress is. Take a look at this. This is a trend line going back through the years, midterm elections in which there's a GOP president. Look at this. In 2006, Dems' net approval of congressional Democratic leaders was plus 28. You go back to the last midterm, look at that, plus 19. Very much on the positive side. The bottom has fallen out. Yeah. The bottom has fallen out. -4.
Well, because at each of these points in times, there was like hope, right? There was hope that the Democratic Party could save us from fascism. In 2006, that was the Bush era, right? The whole liberalism hadn't completely failed at that point, right? So there was still hope that centrist neoliberal politics will save us. Then in 2018, you get Trump 1, which was the first blow to the general liberal hegemony in America, where liberalism is thought to be this unshakable force that is going to stay with us forever. And so some people realize clearly it's not plus 28 anymore. Some people, it was also the era of resistance liberalism and stuff. So they at least were putting on the aesthetic of fighting against fascism. And then by 2026, we go through that exact same loss that we had with Hillary. We go through it one-to-one, deja vu style in 2024. And so people just gave up at that point. They're nah, the Democrats aren't going to save us. Fuck them. We need to, there's other ways that we can save ourselves, people. Just letting you know, you can organize, but it's not all about electoralism.
4 points.
Yeah.
That is Democrats. Democrats' own net approval of their own congressional leaders. Even Democrats don't like their own leaders when it comes to Congress. And overall, of course, the numbers are just absolutely awful. So Democrat on Democrat crime, absolutely. This, to me, screams, again, primary challenge.
But anyway, okay. And then Secular Talk says, quick, yell at Hassan Piker. Yeah, I mean, that would be a distraction. Okay, let's try and find a funny one, okay, people? Let's try and find a funny one.
5 years ago, where a bunch of liberals were like, you can't go on Joe Rogan. He had some bad opinions. It's just like, we can't do this shit again. Okay? You can't do this shit again. This is stupid. If you personally don't like Hassan Piker, that's fine. Me and Hassan disagree on a bunch of stuff. We're going to argue about a bunch of stuff over the next coming years, the rest of our life, as long as we're streaming. We'll be arguing about various things, and that's fine. People can agree with me sometimes, him sometimes. Maybe some people agree with me all the time, him all the time. That's fine.
I agree with him way more than I ever will agree with you, Bulwark Boy. But
like, what is the utility of trying to shun him and his audience right now? If you're in the pro-democracy coalition, it's moronic. So,
yeah.
Some of the people who are involved in that, I talked to some of the guys from the Third Way, and they're like, we're opposed to the war. They've posted about that. They've tweeted that clearly. Like I said, that there is some evidence that, Plattner and others have distanced themselves from Piker, and so it sounds as if there hasn't been some effect to it. But I just think in the short, medium term, the trajectory of this.
I mean, they can do what Keir Starmer's Labour Party did if they want, right? They can do that. If they want. So Keir Starmer's Labour Party said, we don't need them, essentially talking about the left flank of their party. They said, if you are against Israel, it was mostly around Israel shit, but he was like, if you are against Israel, if you are, pro-Palestine, we don't need you, we don't want you. And the Labour Party, which is a long-standing tradition in Britain, I don't know how old it is, but I know it's been around for a while. It is essentially now on the way out as a political party, and the Green Party is now rising because those people that they said they don't want just moved on and found a new party to be a part of. And so if the Democrats want to do that, they can. It would spell the end of the Democratic Party, I think. And also along the way, they would obviously, split the vote and we would get fascism, even more. But we're going to get fascism regardless if the neoliberals and centrists win, because they will always collaborate with fascists over socialists. So, yeah. Given that Hassan Piker will, as he demonstrated in 2024, urge his audience not to vote for a Democrat whose politics he doesn't find sufficiently pure, I think regarding him as an ally is foolhardy to say the least. Eat shit, Kathy, is what Mike from PA said. Democratic leaders willing to risk party damage to stop Bernie Sanders. If you don't like democracy, you can go live in Israel. I was just saying that because she has the Israel flag in her description. So, and the Ukrainian oh god, she's one of those people. You can, if you don't like democracy, you can go live in Israel. There you go. How about that? That's both a diss on her for not liking the democratic process, but also a diss on her for having that Nazi flag in her bio. Anyway, let's see. Okay, we need a funny one, people. What's this? Is this funny?
Or we'll
Power to the people usually isn't funny, but we'll see. Theo Von discovers what anyone with a functioning brain has discovered, that the U.S. government and both its parties are corrupt to the core and serve the interests of their donors and not the people. And Joe Rogan accuses him of losing his marbles. Rogan is a puppet for the elite.
It's all just a cat and mouse game. People are like, we'll elect the Democrats next time. It's like, but it's all the same shit has been happening forever. They haven't been helping anybody forever. They're letting fucking politicians slurp on kids. All of our fucking money goes to Israel and they're using it to fucking genocide people. It's like everybody is scared out of their wits right now. It's like our religious leaders are afraid to speak out. And it's like it's a time where it's like Satan is amongst us and our religious leaders are fucking talking about bullshit at the poll. It's just like, what is going?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
We got to get you off those antidepressants, son.
Satan is amongst us right now. Joe Rogan has had the Antichrist on his show multiple times, I think. Peter Thiel is the Antichrist. I assure you people, if the Bible is correct and there is an Antichrist figure or whatever, and we happen to be living through that right now, then yeah, it's Peter Thiel, 100%. So there you go, everybody. There you go. Let's see. What do we got? What's going on here? An Israeli, again, always take these with a grain of salt. We don't know the entire context of this clip. And sometimes people just like take a non-relevant clip and then just make it like this. Okay, so it could not be true, but I'm going to choose to believe that it is true in this particular case so that I can watch it and, you know, enjoy it at face value. An Israeli saw a Palestinian flag and started freaking out, fully convinced she had the same authority to terrorize strangers in NYC as she does in the West Bank to Palestinians. Let's see.
You better take your hands off me right now. I'll say it one time.
He's slamming that picture. If that is the case, I maybe not her because I don't like hitting girls or whatever, but if any Zionist ever fucking touches me at all, they're getting rocked, dude. Like I will punch them in the face so fucking fast. Like if they even dare to like graze my fucking shirt, they are gonna get clocked. Okay, so that's your warning, Zios out there everywhere. If you don't keep your distance from me, okay? I am looking for excuses, okay? What's this?
Ain't nothing gonna break my stride.
Okay,
ain't nothing gonna break my stride. Ain't nothing gonna slow me down. And that's how I feel about this.
I saw that actual clip, I think, on my video from yesterday. Okay, what do we got, man? I need something funny. That's not funny. That's not funny. Uh-oh. Dallas Star fans sparked controversy after a video appeared to show them making a Nazi salute during the game. According to the woman who filmed it, the gesture was repeated after every goal. She reported the situation to arena staff, but no immediate action was taken. After the event went viral, American Airlines Center said it launched an investigation and reiterated its its zero tolerance policy towards hate and discrimination. This video is the America that Donald Trump dreams of. Yeah. Okay, so here's what's happening here. There's, I guess, you know, when you chant, you do a lot of these things when you chant. These people, they seem to be doing a little bit intentionally, changing that sort of like fist pumping motion slightly different. I saw a little grin on that dude's face too, so they know what they're doing. Look. You see him? He's grinning. They're loving this shit. Yeah. Oh, well. So this must be a Canadian talk show. I already saw this though, I think. Whoa, this is wild. This is very weird to me because I see anytime I see a truck like with all this shit on it, like I will immediately assume that it is some like racist freak. Like that's just going to be my initial assumption. If I came up to it and I saw what it actually said, like this would throw me for such a fucking loop that I would be like, I don't know what to do. I have seen like when I went to some of the protests and stuff for Palestine, they like a lot of the protest leaders do have like a big ass truck or whatever. I think it's kind of necessary for, you know, if you're going to be like a protest leader, because, you know, you drive in front basically, and then you can stand in the bed and, you know, and with the microphone lead the chants and stuff. So, I mean, obviously you don't need that, but it's a lot easier for people to see and like follow you and all that sort of stuff. So. Okay, what do we got? While my peers turned on Israel and the Jewish people, I became an unlikely inheritor of our ancient tradition. I am an October 8th Jew. That's so funny to me. This is that free press freak or whatever. I think she like, I saw her go up and try to like hit on Hassan or something once. It was really weird. But yeah, she only became a Jew after October 7th. So before that, she wasn't. So, you know, I think we know where her priorities are. Okay, give me something funny. I need to get out of here. What's this? Oh my gosh. This is a pretty funny one. Fuck. New fish species found in Venezuela. Man. This must be the fish that turned into, like, you know, historically in the evolutionary process, it was this fish that turned into Donald Trump one day. The genes of this fish live on through him. Okay, what else we got? Come on. Come on. Yeah, true. I mean, I've always thought this as well. Like, if Jesus was around today, like they would have been on, most American Christians and American right wingers would have been on the side of, like, you know, executing him, because he had very like left leaning policy proposals and stuff. So that's a pretty accurate one. I'll give that a like. Okay, that's an ad. That's not funny. I mean, that's kind of funny, but okay. This is going to have to be the one, people, because I gotta get going. This is it says, well, that's okay. I'm not going to try to read the ramblings of Joe Biden in text form. So this is Kyle Kalinske reposting saying people are yearning for this back instead of the current pedo terrorist baboon regime. So let's go ahead and watch what everybody looks back fondly on now. Genocide Joe, our favorite old grandpa, the zombie himself, the genocidal zombie himself. Okay, let's watch it. This is gonna be the last one, people. So let's enjoy it. You better enjoy it, people.
The beer brewed here, it is used to make the brew beer in this refinery. Oh, Earth Rider, thanks for the Great Lakes. The beer brewed here, it is used.
Do you remember when people were trying to convince us that he wasn't like dead already? When they were trying so hard to convince us that he wasn't dead. One more time, people, one more time. I said that was the last one. I'm going to watch it again, and this is the last time, okay?
The beer brewed here, it is used to make the brew beer in this refinery. Oh, Earth Rider, thanks for the Great Lakes. The beer brewed
Earth
here.
Rider, thanks to the Great Lake. Okay, that's it, people. That was a good one to end on.